I'm Corbett Wall with DV Auction, here with your feeder flash for Monday, January the 9th, where we're looking back at a wrap-up of last week where we had some active feeder cattle marketing despite a winter storm that moved across the country and really affected everybody all across the plains in the Midwest, and we saw snowfall in most places too, but still a pretty active week of feeder cattle selling. Look at the trend for last week as a whole, the week on your big feeder cattle, and most of them are calves, but weighing over 750 pounds that have to go right into the feedlot. Those cattle sold firm to $2 higher. We thought we might gain more ground with them, being that the fat cattle market gained more ground during the holidays there. Saw a big push for them, but you really can't go any higher on those feeders because most everybody's got to hedge those, and you're trying to work off that June board. You just really can't get them any higher than what they are right now. Big push on your middleweight calves, 6 weights and bleeding down into your big 5s and your low 7s, $6 to $8 higher, especially in the northern plains. A lot of farmer feeders like to get those cattle, and they'll go ahead and put them on feed and put a lot of time on them and make some high grading cattle there. But also your other bigger feedlots there, we're buying those cattle, and because they can kind of make those hedge, and so they're buying them, putting more of those cheaper pounds on them and making those cattle work. Those cattle have been through some storms. They're long time weaned now. They've had snow on their back for the most cases, and they're kind of foolproof, so a lot of guys feeling comfortable buying those. Look at Beef Market Central there, and look in the sales. One sale there, a good sale on Friday, Lexington, Nebraska. Look at all those bunches of 7 and 8 weight cattle right in there, and good test of those cattle in the middle part of Nebraska, selling from 135 to 140.75. And keep in mind that's 7 and 8 weight cattle is right around what the CME index is quoting, and your index is at 133.30, and you got cattle bringing up into the low 140s. So you see guys are going a little bit overboard up there in the northern plains, and I guarantee you those cattle weighing in the 140s, I mean, they will absolutely do it all, but they will not hedge, and you can only cover one cheek if you're trying to get all your risk covered there. But look at an individual quote on Beef Market Central there out of the Bluegrass Stockyards in Richmond, Kentucky. So we're moving a long ways to the south and east there, but you're seeing similar type prices there. Everybody that thinks they just sell them all one at a time in the southeast, this one time was 133 head there in Richmond, Kentucky. Weighed 752 pounds at 134.10. Good price there in the southeast. Look for some setting some prices here this week. The Bell Ringer Superior video will be happening on Wednesday and Thursday this week. A lot of guys will look at that and kind of see what the market's going to be later this spring, and it's a big gathering point too, and you see a lot of your marketing members being there because it's in conjunction with the National Western there in Denver, and a lot of activity going on around there. Check out on Monday afternoon, evening there, your Virginia Cattlemen's Association tele-auctions at 6 o'clock Eastern. That'll be 5 o'clock here Central Time. They've got 26 full pot loads there from the Abington Feeder Cattle Association. That's in southern part of Virginia, and not as much freight as a lot of you guys are probably thinking. Then they'll have some additional loads from further up in the northern part of Virginia there, but some really nice cattle offered in load lots. They'll be overwhelmingly black. The balance of them will mostly be dark-nosed Charolais and be really top cattle, all long time weaned, at all the shots and everything, and really doing it right. Most of you guys are watching this report on BMC on your phone. That's Beef Market Central, and what you've seen, if a lot of you have gone to Cattle Market Central or heard me talk about it, our automated feeder cattle market reporting system there, BMC is totally advertised there by Merck Animal Health, and they run BMC there, and you can get on the BMC app, and if you are a Merck Animal Health customer, you can get more options than you had on Cattle Market Central on Beef Market Central and get all those quotes from all the sale barns there. But you need to become a Prime member, and if you are purchasing Merck Animal Health products, just get a hold of where you're buying those cattle, and they can get you a login to give you more options, including a feeder cattle ticker, where you can just sit there and look at your phone and watch those sales pop up during the business day, during the week, where sale barns all across the country where cattle are going through the ring, and it'll pop up there just instantaneous, and you can just be right on the cutting edge of real-time market information. But that's your feeder flash for Monday.